Well, hello, and welcome to Diego Palace. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, please hit a like and subscribe at Diego Palace. Massive match coming up now. Is in a few minutes. I'm a little bit late, but still the match hasn't started. Of course, it's between in the UEFA Women's Champions League group stage. It is Celtic Women versus Chelsea Women. Chelsea Women doing very well in the Barclais Women's Super League. Sonia Bombastor there, she's decided not to take four of her best players up to Celtic Park. And just bear with me, I'm just trying to get the match up. The players are just coming out there. They're already out on the pitch. They're in there. They're just shaking hands out there at Celtic Park. It's going to be absolute seize, this match. And very important. I expect Chelsea Women to win this. My prediction is Celtic 1. Chelsea Women, I'm going to go for Chelsea Women 3. But it won't be as easy as the scoreline may say. I think it'll be a tough first half, but it should be a brilliant match to watch, no doubt. Just bear with me. I'm just trying to get this going here. I'm going to put the lineups in a minute, in a second. And here we go. Let's have a look. No, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Let's get that going there. And yes, if you are new, go see Palace. Trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. And going to go through the lineup here for the... actually, if I can get it there, then I might put it on the comments there. And be looking forward to this match. Celtic women are... their manager, of course, is Elena Sadiku. She's doing magnificent well, young manager, and she's getting her players to do very well. Of course, the experienced Sonia Bombastor is the Chelsea women's manager, and she's coming off last year winning the French league with Lyon, and she's done very well the beginning of this season thus far, and she has such a good squad in depth in there within her players. I'm just trying to get the lineups here to hopefully maybe able to put it on the chat. Yes, I can. Just going to do it now. But before I do that, I'm just going to serve a drink. But if you are new, please hit a like and subscribe at Diego Palace. Please hit a like. Target for this live stream is to try and get is to get 10 likes. Let me just put this in here. Let me put this on here. There's a place. The players are going to start now. Please hit like as you. Whoops. Please hit a like and comment as you enter the live stream chat. And oh, 1 minute, what have I done there? Have I put it in the right place? And then target of 10 likes tonight. Right, here we go. They're about to kick off. Let's put this on here. Let's put this on here. Let's put that on there like that. And Chelsea, of course, were... How the far did they get? They got into the semi-finals last year of this competition. Of course, this competition has eluded them. It's the only thing that's eluded the Chelsea women. They're very good in the beginning of these competitions, And I think this year they have a very good opportunity to do so if they can avoid injuries. And of course, with their new manager, Sonia Bombastor, they should do well. I'm going to put in the lineup for the Chelsea women on the chat, and just bear with me. Paste. I've put it in the wrong place. Why do I keep doing that? What is all that about? I think that's that. And they're off on their way. Chelsea defending quite deep there, but I suppose that's what you have to defend. And Celtic woman lineup. They're defending there on the left-hand side. Well, Chelsea women there. There should be the first 10-15 minutes vital for the Chelsea for the Celtic women to settle into this match. Massive match for Celtic women to make a good statement in the Champions Leagues for the women's, and absolutely buzzing to see. Let's have a look. Right, here we go. That's the Celtic women on the lineup, and I missed somebody there. Oh, thank you very much, Steph, for dropping in. Thank you very much. As Chelsea supporter, big up to the Chelsea supporters out there. I have a lot of respect only for the Chelsea supporters out there. The men's side, of course, they're the only London club to win the Champions League, not once but twice. Arsenal fans out there, Tottenham Hotspur fans. You know what? I'm not going to include Tottenham Hotspur fans in there because they're just absolute bottle jobs. The way they lost to Ipswich, I'm not even going to include Tottenham Hotspur fans. Sorry, Tottenham fans, but you need to sort yourself out. I'm going to mention the Arsenal fans, West Ham United fans. They won some European glory 2 seasons ago. Queen's Park Rangers, that's right, ahead of Tottenham Hotspur. I'm going to mention Brentford. I'm going to mention Fulham. I'm going to mention Crystal Palace, man. Let's step up levels. Let's get into the Champions League for the men's side and let's catch up Chelsea and overtake them. Come on, we can do it. And right, here we go. Steph is going for an 8-0. No. Well, actually, no, I wouldn't go there with that. Having said that, the Real Madrid, the Real Madrid women, they won, I think, 7-0 today. I've been so busy today. I was going to do a watch along for that, but I didn't get around to it. And but yes, good luck if you can get an 8-0. You're kind of used to it a little bit, I can't lie. but yeah, no, this is a no, but if you're going for 8-0, then I hope you're right on that. That should make the stream really well. Right, these are the substitutes for Celtic women. I'm just going to put the Chelsea women up there. Oh no, that's wrong. I've never been to Celtic Park. I'd love to go to Celtic Park and watch the Rangers women versus the Celtic women. I'd like to be at Celtic Park to watch the Celtic men's side versus the Rangers men's side. That'll be something to that. That's just on my to-do list. Absolutely. And but steady start there from the Celtic women. So I'm going to put on here. Let me just put. Oh, 1 minute. Oh, don't freeze! My thing's just frozen. Don't freeze. I'm going to put on here the Celtic manager. Celtic manager is, of course, Elena Sadiku. Right, that will do. I'll put it on there if anyone wants to see. And then, of course, excuse me, we've got the Chelsea lineup for the Colombian player. Why does this screen keep freezing? Don't do that. I think the screen is freezing on the thing because I'm watching Chelsea. Something's going on. At least 4-0. Yeah, you should. On paper, I've got to put my hands up on, just to be true, I can't say that I know a lot about the Celtic women team. I have heard of their manager, but I've not heard so much of the Celtic women's team individuals or as a squad, but from what I've looked into it yesterday, the day before, they're really up for it. They want to showcase what they can show to the world, to the European football sides, what they're about, and they want to make their statement against the Chelsea squad in depth, that the magnificent squad in depth that Chelsea women have in place. I mean, Sonia Bombastor, she's not taken 4 of her starting 11 players. She's left them down at the bridge, having some a glass of wine and possibly some tapas there on Portobello Market or down near the King's Road. Let me just put this here. Talking about food, I'm getting hungry. For me, the Chelsea women they're doing a back three, unless when they go into the transition of defending, they might pull one back and make it into a 4 or a 5. That's what you have to be able to do, as opposed to win all those trophies that the Chelsea women have won. And Chelsea women line up. Right, this is the Chelsea women lineup here. Hope you can all see. I've had dinner. I've had some chips. Actually, I had it with some chips with some very nice free range bacon. Kind of slightly different this because I've been working a lot today, and also I had it with a mushroom. With mushrooms, with the mushroom French sauce, homemade, and also what did we have? Hold on a minute, let me just put the copy just coming. Chelsea substitutes. And also had it with some boiled red cabbage, and very tasty. And I've also got some homemade lemon drizzle cake. Here you go. I've got banana to eat later on. There's no soggy bottoms there. Look at that. No soggy bottoms. Mary Berry will be very proud, and very tasty. Big up to you, Steph, and hope you've had a good dinner as well. What have you had? Now that you know what I've had. And right, what else have I got to do here? So that's the Chelsea substitutes, and of course, let me go into Erin Cuthbert. Of course, she used to play for Rangers and City women's team. She's returning to Glasgow, and so very emotional start for her. And so yeah, I believe I'm sure I'm right. Erin Cuthbert. I hope I haven't got that wrong. And so they'll be very emotional for her. To obviously be playing there. Probably her family will be watching there. I can't hear it properly. I can't get this right. Good football there by Gallacher there. I'm just trying to get the so I can get the yeah, in Celtic Women, they've got an injury. They've had an injury before this. That's a long-serving defender with an ACL injury, and that's of course Chloe Craig. And she's wearing, of course, her Celtic scarf there, sitting in the stands. But she would have been a starter for Celtic Women today, had she not. Has she recovered from that ACL? There, so many women getting injuries, and I think they need to look at that. We all want to see the players' well-being being available for selection, so everyone can see what they want to show us on the pitch. Whether you support that team or not, they need to be on that pitch. And even Stevens for me at the moment. Celtic are defending very well. I said the 10 minutes will be crucial for them to settling into this fixture. And no mistakes, not letting the occasion get to them. And we're captain there. The Celtic Women have got McGregor and Ross in the pivot there, in the midfield there. They're doing very well. Gallagher's getting a lot of the ball there, which is good to see. Hopefully she'll be able to distribute it there, either to the winger Smith or Ashworth-Clifford. And Chelsea, of course, they've got Jean-Francois and Cuthbert in the midfield there, with Baltimore on the left-hand side and Lawrence as the attacking wingers there, with Kaptein. I think I know he's not the captain. And so, Sonia Bombastor is giving the captaincy to Cuthbert. What an emotional, what massive game for her, as I say, returning to Glasgow to play at Celtic Park. And that should be a massive night for her. A great honour there for her to lead out Chelsea. And so I didn't put the Chelsea manager Sonia Bombastor. There we go. I put that there. Oh, what's that? Eric Kubrick's a beast. Yes. She doesn't normally start for Chelsea Women a lot, but this is what I'm talking about, is that Chelsea Women's squad in there, they don't just have cover for one position, like one cover for, say, the left back or the right winger. They've got like double cover, triple cover, and also they're very well selected in how they bringing women players into the squad in depth at Chelsea Women's side, where they're also able to play in different positions. So it's obviously, as the injuries pile up during the seasons in women's football, as they do, which is they need to look into that, because that's just ridiculous. And it's still 0-0 here. Celtic Park, Celtic Women versus the Chelsea Women. So there you go. So Erin Cuthbert, they're given the honour of being the Chelsea captain. And as I said earlier on, returning there, because before she signed up to Chelsea, she played for Glasgow City women team. I might have got the second bit of the name wrong. And so it's a great honour for her, I expect. So well done to her. Up top, Celtic Women have gone up with Hamano and Beever-Jones. And a very small bench for the Chelsea Women, which is not likely for me to say. They've got Julia Bartel, Macario, Cox, Hampton, Rayton, and Richardson, Cavanagh, and the amazing, the wonderful, the best, one of the best women's player that I've ever seen on a pitch. Of course, none of that. No, she doesn't need an introduction. Lucy Bronze. I've always said, and I've always said it, that whenever I watch the Crystal Palace women, I want them to reach levels, to the levels of the likes of Kira Walsh, to the likes of Lucy Bronze, and and Frank Kirby. I think those are the best 3 women football players that I've ever seen live. And for me, that's the levels that I'd like to see all the Crystal Palace women reaching towards and beyond. How Kiri Walsh, who of course plays for Barcelona, she's got a goal yesterday. Please go and check out the previous watch along. How she doesn't get nominated for the Ballon d'Or sort of trophy. She should win it, in my opinion. She should have won it twice in a row, but there you go. It is what it is. And Guru written the best player in the such a all right, I see. So you like you like Guru written, and I tell you what, there is no letting out. The thing is, once the Chelsea women team get the build up possession to their play, and they can get towards the last third of any attacking play, they don't let up. They don't let up. And that's why you probably suggested, Steph, at the beginning that they may just come away tonight with an 8-0. I don't think so. Or it could be, but then as you can see, we're coming into about 30 minutes into the game, and it's I think Chelsea women have had a bit of the possession, and when they get corners, they need to be better there, in my opinion. Hold on a minute. Oh, is she all right? The Celtic women's goalkeeper, it's Daugherty, isn't it? Let me just double check. Yeah, it's Daugherty. She's all right. Is she all right? She's not all right. The Celtic women's manager, Elena Sadiku, keeping an eye on Daugherty there. You don't want to get your best goalkeeper injured now. Of course, she's got cover there, but it's Logan there, but that's not going to be good. I think she might be able to run that off. But you don't want to catch. I think it's the way she landed, or way she landed on her arm. I think it's her arm. I don't know what part of her arm is injured. It's not ideal. She's getting back up now to her feet, so hopefully she'll be able to run it off. But the thing is, this is something that Celtic women will be aware of, and they will know that once you know, for example, the keeper is running off an injury, make that goalkeeper make a save and make it more difficult for her in her already difficult task. They're up against the Chelsea women's side, and the Chelsea women will have that in mind. It's nothing. They won't obviously go and hurt her, but they'll look. Hamano and Beever-Jones, also Baltimore, they're on the wing, or Lawrence on the other side of the width that the Celtic women have in place. They could be saying to themselves right now in their minds, hey, let's get the Celtic women's goalkeeper Daugherty. Let's get her some target practice, and let's see how her arm is. The commentary is saying that it might be her elbow, that she's had an injury there, so we'll have to wait and see. There's coming up towards 18 minutes. It's still a Celtic women 0, Chelsea women 0. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new. Big up to everyone in the chat thus far. Big up to Steph there for dropping in. It means the world to me, believe me. It means a lot. Starting to do watch-alongs. I do watch-along for the Crystal Palace women, for Laura Kaminsky, for her, for Adam Jeffrey there, her first team coach there as well, for Amy Everett, who's the Crystal Palace women's captain. She has been selected for England back in the day, and and all the other Crystal Palace women there, the work that they're doing there, they're making a statement. I don't think the Crystal Palace women are getting the just deserves from the media. Most of the pundits, respect to them, because obviously they're all ex-professional women football players and also experienced pundits talking on women's football. But all of them have had Leicester City women and Crystal Palace women to be already finished. They won't have a chance in the WSL, and that's not the case. Crystal Palace women there and the Leicester City women, who have got mountains and mountains of injuries. Leicester City women as team, they're literally they're running out of players because of their injuries, and they're up there. They're mid-table. Crystal Palace women there, where I think we're third from the bottom. So they're doing really well. Well done, Laura Kaminsky. I don't think she's getting the credit that she's due, but it is what it is. That ain't gonna trouble Laura Kaminsky. She will carry on working with her staff and with her players, and will prove her point. And the next time that we meet Chelsea, of course, we met Chelsea women at Selhurst Park, and it was difficult. We had a good first half against the Chelsea women. It ended 8-0 for the Crystal Palace women. But I'll tell you something, when we go over to play the Chelsea women, we will do we'll make it more of a fist fight. By then, Chelsea women will be possibly at the later stages of this competition, the UEFA Women's Champions League, and also do watch-alongs. You should do a separate video at the end of the matches you watch to give you a verdict. Yeah, not bad. Oh no! Look what's happening there! Oh my days! There you go. Hold on a minute. No way! How is that even possible? Hold on a minute. What a goal! What a ball through there by McGregor! It's absolute scenes! Absolute scenes! My prediction was Celtic women 1, Chelsea women 0, and the semi-finals of last year's competitions, the Barclays women's semi, the crowd are going absolute seas. It's absolute seas. Chelsea fans, what is happening there? You're playing like Tottenham Hotspur. I shouldn't say that, but what is going on? What a wonderful. I'm having a look at this. Here's a Murphy goal, I think. What? Gallacher was. I told you at the beginning of the match, Gallacher was getting a lot of the ball there. Oh, she got around the back line there. The movement, the off the ball movement from Agnew was absolute scenes. Absolute scenes. That is what you call a team goal. That's what they've been working off in training. I told you out there, whoever you are out there, do not underestimate. I don't know much about their players, but their manager, the young manager coming in for Celtic this season, Elena Sadiku, she's the real deal. Yes, first blood. They've drawn first blood. That's in Rambo. They drew first blood. And oh, sorry. 1 minute, someone's calling. Oh, I can't take it. I can't take that call. They're gonna have to wait. But yes, it's actually Celtic women 1, Chelsea women 0. Absolute so no deal. I'll tell you something. This will now open up the play. Will Sonia Bombastor be ruining her leaving 4 of her best starting lineup players? That's a massive goal for Celtic women. They're there and thereabouts. Of course, Real Madrid have won today. It's opened up. It's completely that 1-0. Of course, I don't think it will stay 1-0 to Celtic women. I think something else will happen. There's more goals in this match. But who knows? But I'll tell you something. The table as it stands, Celtic are top, have played 3 with 6 points. Real Madrid women played 3 with 6 points. And got a message. and also 20 women, they are played free of 3 points, and Celtic Women played free with 3 points. So it's completely opened up the point scoring and the qualifications there for Group B in the UEFA Women's Champions League. And absolutely, what a worked well done. They're gonna replay that goal there by Celtic Women. That's what you call a team goal. That's what you do. And I tell you something, don't ever write off Scottish women when it comes to their sports, not just in football, in any sport. I can tell you that for certain. And there you go. There's proof of it. But it's still only 1-0, so early doors in this match. We've got just looking at still at the lineup for the Chelsea women on the pitch. Maybe they might go for a 4 at the back. Especially when they're in defensive mode. For me, Jean-Francois and Cuthbert, the pressure's mounting on them. They need to get hold of that ball. They need to close down the space of McGregor and Ross for Celtic Women in the pivot for the midfielders over there. They need to, Jean-Francois and Cuthbert for Chelsea Women, they need to give a better protection there. Agnew again on the ball. Agnew on the ball again. That's a corner, isn't it? Suspect referee. I'm not going to go in about the referees. We've got enough problems with the referees in the Premier League. But I tell you, for me, that was a Celtic women's corner. But the referee has given a Chelsea goal kick. I say no more. But what a great match. And I think there's lots more goals in this. And it's a wake-up call. But for me, Jean-Francois and Cuthbert, they need to one, protect their back line, the 3 defenders they've got behind them a bit more by closing down, altering the play, preventing the Celtic women from gathering the possession, the build-up. They're very slow in build-up of possession, but very well. Basically, Jean-Francois or Cuthbert, one of them needs to women mark, I should say, player mark Gallacher. Gallacher is the key to everything, in my opinion, what I've seen, what I'm looking at so far for the Celtic women. If you neutralize Gallagher's space before she gets the ball or when she's on the ball, close it down with 2 players, then you're halfway there, I think, against the Celtic women. But at the moment, Gallagher is doing very well. I think she's the player. She's it'll be between her, Gallagher, and Agnew, the goal scorer. Well, there you go. Oh, Hamano. Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. They've come back at it. Oh, the keeper was committed. Oh, no, Daugherty would be disappointed with that. Could it be because she's got the injury on her leg? And there you go. This is the squad in depth. Is Beever-Jones offside for the Celtic women? Of course, sorry, I should have said Chelsea women have just equalised. But it's for me, Beever-Jones looked a bit offside, but it's a good goal there by Hamano. Great response there within 5 or 7 minutes of Celtic women going ahead. I did say that there was more goals in this fixture in the UEFA Women's Champions League group stage, Group B, between Celtic women and Chelsea women. Sonia Bombastor, at her levels, she will not be happy how the first 10 minutes panned out. They had opportunities, but they never took it over the last finishing third into the Celtic goal. They were aware that the Celtic keeper was injured, so they should have capitalized on that, but they didn't. And Celtic women went ahead. Wonderful team goal, wonderful play there by Gallacher by Celtic women. teeing up Agnew, and well taken goal there. That's going to be played back. That will be a shockwave there to both the Chelsea women's captain Cuthbert and her and the other midfielder there, Jean-Francois, in the Chelsea midfield there. They need to do better, and they are doing better because they've equalised there. If the goal does stand, it's not offside. It's Celtic 1, Chelsea women 1, 30 minutes, game on. I told you there'll be goals. My prediction for this one was Celtic women 1, Chelsea women 3. But I did say yesterday, and I say it today, it won't be an easy order for the Sonia Bombastor and her side. They're going to have to dig deep and pull levels up there. Chelsea are playing too centrally for me. They need to use more width and then drop it in as they do, cut it in, cross it in, and of course also all scenes for the centre backs and for the Celtic women. But at the moment they're not doing enough of that. That's what they did to us anyway at Selhurst Park. Real talk. Just having a little bit of nibble of cake. That's the Celtic throwing now. What that equaliser for Chelsea women tells me as a neutral fan is that there was no panic stations. There was resolve within that team, even though they're not starting all their best players, because 4 of them have been left at the bridge to rest for the weekend's fixture. And it's the mannerism of how the Chelsea women responded to Celtic women going ahead. Oh, that's a good loose. Oh, unlucky Celtic women there. There's a bad pass there in the end, and the Chelsea women, they pounce on anything. Is there any loose balls there? Oh, there you go. There you go. The Japanese. You saw it first. You're ahead of me. Oh, my days. There you go. That was from a mistake from Celtic women. They were in the center seat. They had the possession. Then there was a bad pass, loose, and Celtic and the Chelsea women. That's a typical characteristic goal, if you want to call it that, from Chelsea women. Brilliant start of that play between Cuthbert and Baltimore. That's a Chelsea team goal and making a statement. Okay, now we're up. Now we're up and running. And although Chelsea women are 2-1 up, believe me, Sonia Bombastor would not be happy the fact that they went 1-0 down the way they went down. But I guess you'll be pleased that they've had a response there from the players on the pitch. It is Celtic women 1, Chelsea women 2, with Lawrence there. Lawrence scoring there, the equaliser for Chelsea women. And yes, thank you, Steph. It was Lawrence. You know what? Having said that, before that goal from Lawrence, there was I don't think I mentioned her name once, that she was on the ball attacking and getting forward. So she doesn't just play on the wing. She can get up there. And as you can see, Lawrence doesn't need to be told where the goal's at. It's I think that might be her first goal in the Champions League. Oh no, it might be her second in the league thus far. But Yeah, American Lawrence. That's right. So we've had a Japanese international player and an American international player there scoring. USA, USA. Good interception there by good intersection, good stopping the play from the Celtic women there by Cuthbert there. Now she's up in levels. Now she's a bit better on controlling the space there in the midfield areas. And Lawrence, good link up play there between Cuthbert and Lawrence thus far. There's Cuthbert going for a goal. Oh, I don't think it was as good as how she would wanted her to score there. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new. Hit the likes. I'm trying to get to 10 likes today in the live stream, and as the target. And great match thus far. I knew it would be a great match before it started. The Celtic women won, Chelsea women 2. For me, the possession of the match now, the possession, the detection of the match, the team that's dictating how the play goes is now Chelsea. They've just basically not just one or two players, but they've all uh, and the possession, the way Celtic women hold the ball and they hold the possession. For me, I can see the body language of the Celtic women, and they just like they're trying to get hold of the ball. If they do get it, they kind of let go of it very easily, and you can't do that against Chelsea women because when you do mistakes like that, they pounce, and they pounce with numbers in the sense that they will think of only one thing, and that's just to get at the other end and score past your goalkeeper. That's what they're good at, and a little bit at the moment, the Celtic women's team, they look a bit shell shocked from the mannerism, the way that Sonia Bombastor's Chelsea side have come from 1-0 down to now leading 2-1. But it's a game of two halves within the first half, if you like. Excellent start from Elena Sadiku's Celtic women's side in the first 15 to 20 minutes, and that resulted a few minutes later with their first goal. But then Chelsea kind of waking up to what was going on, and both teams were starting with new coaches. Elena Sadiku, of course, starting this year, and of course Sonia Bombastor for Chelsea. There's a lot of expectations. There's a lot of respect between both managers. Elena Saduka's very well aware of what Sonia Bombastor has done in the French league, and what she's trying to do now with Chelsea women. So, but with that said, once the whistle blow, for me at the moment, unless I'm getting my left. No, yeah, Lawrence and Baltimore, they've switched. So that's another tactic that Chelsea women can do. Left-footed players can play in the right position, and the right-footed players they can play on the other side. And Lawrence and Baltimore, they've both of the wingers, they've swapped it. That's to confuse the left back, to give different questions for the left back and the right back of Lawton and Barclais of Celtic, their left back. And also that will also confuse the pivot midfielders of McGregor and Ross, who are playing for Celtic women. So that's a tactical. They've gone ahead, now they're changing it, and then just to ask different questions as the game unfolds. Right, well, that's going on. I don't want to miss the goal last time. You don't want to look away because if you do, save if you're out there, Celtic, Chelsea might score again. Once they start scoring, they just keep going scoring. Believe me, I know the feeling. As a Crystal Palace women's football fan, Once Chelsea women start scoring, like they don't let off the gas. They just carry on. Right, I'm gonna try and do the how do I do this? I'm gonna try and do oh, Baltimore back with the ball here. Baltimore's getting a lot of the ball there. I'm just gonna try and spread it on Instagram to try and get a few more viewers, hopefully. How do I do this? Just bear with me, please. Post. How do I put this? Oh my God! Oh, Cuthbert there. Oh, Cuthbert could have had 3 goals by now in this half. That's another one. But for me at the moment, Sandy Baltimore there doing the best there, getting very much of the ball there. Hold on a minute. What else do I do? Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to get in trouble if I put this. Just 1 second. If anybody's out there, I'm just going to try and spread it on Instagram. But I need to put this on before so nobody can hear it. What else can I put on there? Who can I put on here? Oh, why is it doing that? Have they scored? No, they haven't scored. It's still 1-2 to Celtic. Let me put here. Right, we'll do that one. Just want to put on here. Live now on YouTube. Let's see, Palace. I'll put in here. Oh, have they? No, it's not. UEFA. Women. What's it called? Champions League. Celtic women versus who else? Chelsea women. Chelsea women. Let's do at Celtic. Let's do Celtic women at the Celtic at Chelsea women at Chelsea at CP FC Women at C. Oh, Lord. CP. Oh. And how do I do this? UEFA Champions League. There we go. At Diego C. Palace at okay. At come on. Right, that do. Oh, why is it doing that? Okay, let's share that. Hopefully that'll go. Just trying to get a few more people in. Sorry, people. It's still Celtic Women 1. Celtic Women 1, Chelsea Women 2. It's coming up towards the end of the first half. My prediction for this fixture was Celtic Women 1, Chelsea Women 3. Stev in the chat, big up to you. You suggested Chelsea Women to go on to win 8-0. Possibly, maybe not as much as that, maybe a 4-0. So they're well on the road for that. But I'll tell you something, as a Crystal Palace women's football fan, once Chelsea Women get scoring, it's hard to stop them. Believe me, I know how hard that feels. And the receiving end. How do I do that? Pin there, whenever. And your story. I think that's going out. And what else? Trying to send it to her. I don't get in trouble. There you go. Right, that's it. I'm just sending the message out. Hopefully get a few people in. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. It's coming up towards second half. I can't hear a thing. I'm hearing multitasking here. I think it's important for the Celtic Women to go in at half time, only a goal down, or if they can pull another one back and get an equaliser. They've just announced 3 minutes of added time in the first half. I think for me, Erin Cuthbert, the Chelsea women's captain, of course, she used to play for Glasgow women's team, and she's doing really well out there. Yeah, she's overdoing it. She's just maybe just when she goes on goal, we all know that Erin Cuthbert can hit the ball and the ball stays hit and it goes well into the goal. But at the moment, she's kind of maybe overdoing it a bit, and she just needs to just be a bit more composed when she shoots on goal. But I'm sure she could have got a hat trick right now. Erin Cuthbert, the Chelsea women's captain, and. I think she's had about 5 chances on the Celtic women's goal. Right, that's gone out on Instagram, I think. Right, that's it. Right, that's it. That's me done. Let me get that out of the way there. Why is that not working? Oh, Lord. Right, here we go. Right, there we go. Right, if you're new, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Yes, the referee has just blown for half time. It's ended in the first half in the UEFA Women's Champions League group stage. They're in Group B. These two teams. Celtic Women 1, Chelsea Women 2. A brilliant and magnificent start to the match from from the Celtic women's team. Elena Sadiku would have been very pleased for the first 10 minutes. I said before this match started, the first 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, crucial for the Celtic women to settle into their occasion, and they played really well. They dominated the world, they dictated their play. Chelsea did have more shots on goal, I have to say, in the first 10 to 20 minutes. But the build-up play, the possession play from Celtic women proved itself by Gallacher. Wonderful team performance there. Gallacher there dominating the midfield battles, passing it up there towards Agnew, and Agnew well taken goal for the Celtic women. That was on around 22, 23 minutes. Then came back the Chelsea women, the pivot, the midfielders, which I was saying, Jean-Francois and Cuthbert, the Chelsea women's captain. For me, I think maybe the occasion got to them a little bit, which is very unlikely for me to say that because of the experience that they have. But they turned it around. A wonderful link-up play between Cuthbert up and around towards Hamano, the Japanese international, and they equalised on around the halfway minute mark. And then a few minutes later, the winger Lawrence, being assisted by Beever-Jones there. Brilliant team goal by Chelsea women, which is that's like a trademark Chelsea women's response to what's been going on the pitch. They went ahead 2-1. And then I started thinking as the fearing, because when you looked at the body language, when you looked at the position in play from the Celtic women, from then onwards, was like, oh my God, what are we facing now? What have we awoken here? We've awakened a giant of a football team playing against us, of Sonia Bombastor's Chelsea women. And the Celtic women did look a bit out of sort, in difficult indecisions there. When they did get the ball, then they gave it away. And when Chelsea women are on the sender seat in possession play, you do not do unforced errors against Chelsea women's team, especially when they're scoring goals. I know it because I saw it, Crystal Palace women versus Chelsea women. And when Chelsea women has got that momentum about scoring goals against your team, they don't let up. They don't let up. Please make mind that 4 of the main first team starters for Chelsea women, they've been left at on the King's Road. Having a bit of canapé there, a little wine there. They're watching this on probably there from the King's Road on, they will deserve the 2-1 lead, but it's still only 2-1. So great result. I don't think. I think both managers, Elena Sadiku for Celtic women, will be pleased with how they started. A little bit. Not disappointed, I would say a little bit, because she knows how well their players can perform, hence the first 10 to 15 minutes, but the first half is 45 minutes, not just 20 minutes or so. And they let a slipper there towards the end of the first half. Sonia Bombastor, of course, everyone knows about Sonia Bombastor, what she did in France last year, her levels. She will not be happy the way they conceded that first goal. I reckon in that changing room, in the Chelsea women's changing room at halftime, serious points will be made, questions will be asked, and answers will be demanded in how they come out into the second half and how they start the second half. We will see now in the first 10 or 5 minutes how the Chelsea women respond to the start of the second half. Will they come out and start the same way they started the first half and let Celtic women possession and build-up play take the advantage and perhaps even get an equaliser? I don't think so. I think Sonia Bombastor will not allow that or expect that of her players. So far, there's been no substitution. the midfield for Chelsea Women's is Jean-Francois with Cuthbert, with the two wingers at either side, Baltimore and Lawrence. Once the Chelsea Women went 2-1 up, they swapped. I nearly dropped my phone. They swapped wings. So Baltimore went over to the right, and Lawrence went over to the left hand side, and to try and throw a bit more. To give more trouble to the two midfielders in the pivot for Celtic Women, which of course is McGregor and Ross. And Gallacher couldn't get hold of the ball like she did in the first 10 to 15 minutes. The best player for me for Celtic Women on the pitch in the first half was Gallacher, and the best player I think for Chelsea Women, I'm going to give it to Lawrence. The one that scored the second goal. I think it's all about timing, about how when you score the first goal against a massive scoring depth of Chelsea Women's side, and just seeing a replay there of the opening goal for Celtic Women, wonderful taken goal by Murphy Agnew. Powerful, what a great potential there. I reckon the way she took that goal, the way she took on the ball, the way she broke into the space, and the way she got past the keeper, I think a few WSL teams will be looking at that and seeing how we know when it comes to it, strikers need to have the confidence to do it in big stages like this. And certainly Murphy Agnew for the Celtic yeah, that's well taken goal. Well taken goal there. Yeah, they'll be looking at to see how she well took that, and you got to take you got to take your chances. Very well done, Celtic, the way they started there, but then came back the Chelsea women's side, and for me, I think the one that made the statement more so for me as a neutral fan watching this fixture, and I have been as a Crystal Palace fan, been the receiving end of the of an 8-0 loss to the Chelsea women's side, and a lot of their players are not starting tonight. I have to say, 4 of them they're not there. But for me, Erin Cuthbert, the Chelsea women's captain, she could have had 3 goals. 3 goals. 3 goals herself, let alone the other 2 that were scored. She'll be disappointed with that of her levels, because she knows, everybody knows, that when Cuthbert hits a ball, when it goes towards the goal, it stays hit, and it normally 9 out of 10 out of 10 times it goes into it. But it all came about that because Erin Cuthbert had a shot on goal. It was well saved by the Celtic keeper, Kelsey Daugherty. She kind of ran off an elbow or an arm injury early in the first half, but she saved it well. But then the rebound fell to the feet of Ashley Lawrence, who then you don't give Ashley Lawrence seconds there and not expect her to score. And very well taken goal from. I've just lost the whole stream. Oh no, what's happened now? Oh, I hope you can't hear it. No, it's okay. So yeah, that's it. And then, of course, sorry, I should say Ashley Lawrence there, well taken goal there. And for me, the way the attacking play, led by example by Erin Cuthbert on the Celtic women's goal, epitomised what Chelsea women do when they're in their ascendancy of attacking formation. And and I'm going to give it to, because you have to be there to take the goals. I'm going to give the player of the first half. I'm going to give it to Ashley Lawrence of Chelsea Women. That was a statement made goal, but I have to say, Erin Cuthbert, the Chelsea Women's captain. She's leading by example on that pitch as a captain. Massive occasion for her, having played before she joined Chelsea. She played for Glasgow women's team, so she's there to make a statement against Celtic. She doesn't need to be fired up for this fixture, but for me, Erin should have had 3 goals today. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Let me just. Oh, I don't want to put that in there so everybody can see. Big up to Steph in the chat. Thank you for dropping in. Right, let me just put another thing in here. Actually, let's have a look at the table, see what's going on, because they're 1-1. Oh, but the thing is, if I click on the table, do I lose the stream? I have no idea. Right, let's go. Oh, I've lost it. Oh, why did I do that? Okay, let me go back. Also, breaking news on separately on other football. Claudio Ranieri, it's been confirmed by Fabrizio Romano. He has come out of retirement. Claudio Ranieri, the Tinkerbell, the man who did the Leicester at Leicester City, ex-Chelsea football manager, of course, for the men's side. He has come out of retirement and he's lined up to be the next Roma manager, and I think he's taking up coming back. I hope his health is well, and I hope he can put that, because leading a top league side there in any league can't be an easy thing to do. So he's coming out of retirement. Claudio Ranieri, ex-Chelsea manager. Of course, he done the Leicester, winning the Premier League against Leicester, where the Arsenal fans and the Arsenal players bottled it that year. Mind you, their transfer window before the beginning of that season, say no more. Go and ask an Arsenal fan; they'll tell you all about it. But Leicester City won the Premier League under Claudio Ranieri. I call him Tinkerbell because he does like to tinker a bit, but he landed the trophy, so well done to him and to Leicester City fans. Right, I'm just going to look at the table here. Oh, I keep doing that and losing it. Oh, now he won't stop. Okay, calm down. That's the second time I've lost the stream, and I can't get Jack. So what do I do now then? So Okay. Don't touch anything. What I was trying to do there was go to. Okay, I got it. I was pressing on the wrong thing. Right, at the moment, having that's at the moment, as the score stand, Celtic Women 1, Chelsea Women 2. It's Chelsea have played 3. They're on 9 points. This completely transforms the table, the Group B in the UEFA's Women's Champions League table group stage. Real Madrid, they go up with a goal difference of +10, having the 7-0 win today over 20 women's team. Played 3, 6 points, or puntos, they will say in Spanish. 20 are on played 3, but they've won 1 because obviously they've got 3 points there. And Celtic Women, unfortunately, they've played 3, but they've lost 3, so they're on 0 points. It doesn't it doesn't show reflection of how they started in the first half, but of course the match is not for the first 25 minutes. It's for the 90 minutes. So we'll have to wait and see. As I said earlier on, it'd be interesting to see how. Oh yeah, let's have a look at other scores. I can confirm that it was full time. Galatasaray women 0, Wolfsburg women 5. Still playing. Roma women 0. And Olympic Lyonnais 2, and they're playing on 46 minutes there. Real Madrid women, they finished 7-0 against 20 women's team. And as you say, the second half is just about to start here at Celtic Park. Let's see how Celtic women start the second half and where do they go in from that. Right, here we go. They're starting now. They're kicking off. I'm just going to have another bit of cake. If you're new to the channel, please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Right, there's been some changes here that I can see, so I'm just going to double check it. Second half is kicked off. Oh, they've taken off the Erin Cuthbert off. Bold decision there by the Chelsea manager. And look at this. The jamminess of Chelsea squad in there. Unbelievable. Lucy Bronze has come on. Joanna Ritting Cavanagh has come on, and Guru Retinen are on. She's a big fan of Guru Retinen by Steph, and Erin Cuthbert, Ashley Lawrence, the goal scorer, and Sandy Baltimore are replaced. So for me, are they playing 4 at the back now? Jean-Francois is playing a bit more further up in the 10 position for me. This is what I said earlier on. It's not just the squad in depth where Chelsea women have a replacement for each position, not once, but twice, but 3 times. So they've got replacements for each position 3 times over, in my opinion. They've also they're bringing players, and this is once you get it right, hence the trophies that Chelsea women have won over the years, is they're bringing players in that can play in different positions at different stages in different matches, because all matches different opponents, and so players, if they need to play at a position, there's still a performance there at the same level of the position that they ideally like to play in, and it's going to be tough for the Celtic women. Let me just have a look to see if Celtic have made any subs. Just checking, and I can't see any. They all look the same. Yes, so Baltimore has been taken off, and Lucy Bron has come in for her. And Eric Cuthbert has come off, the captain, and Retinen has come on, and the goal scorer Ashley Lawrence, she's come off, and Jay Ritting Cavanagh has come on. And Chelsea only brought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 substitutes with them to Celtic Park, and they've just used up 3 of them, and one of them is One of them is a lioness, but it's just ridiculous. The squad in depth of Celtic women. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. For me, Sonia Bombastor taking off their captain, Arian Cuthbert, who obviously played for Rangers before. She could have scored 3 goals in the first half easily. She has the ability to. She must be, although her team is winning right now, she must be absolutely fuming with their manager that she's been subbed and that she didn't score in the first half. She could have had at least 3 goals. But with that said, but with that said, the match fixtures that both Chelsea women and Celtic women have incoming in the next few days in this month and coming into the new year, it's actually a lot. So you have to alternate. You have to use the squad in there. And for me, Chelsea have started this second half a lot better than unlike how they started their first half. The sense of the second half is that how when will Celtic women be able will make and maybe an enforced mistake and maybe letting another goal in. Oh, shalom. Hello, and welcome to James Stone in the chat. Thank you for dropping in, James Stone. Thank you for dropping in. It's Chelsea women are winning 2-1 away at Celtic Park. They've just substituted at halftime their captain. Erin there, she must be fuming because she could have scored. Erin Cuthbert should have scored at least 2 or 3 goals in the first half. And but there's a long fixture, there's a very heavy schedule for the Chelsea women in the upcoming few days. So, and don't forget this, people out there, that the Celtic women, was that on Saturday? No, it was Sunday, of course. They played more than 120 minutes into a penalty shootout. So they must be absolutely, the fatigue levels, the energy levels must be getting to the peak right now. And fatigue levels at this stage now against this big side, a massive side of the Chelsea women's side, and they've not even they've actually left 4 of their starting best players back, not on the Fulham Road. They've actually left them in the Michelin restaurant. They're having some tapas on the King's Road with a glass of vino, and they're all watching this match as we speak. Hopefully they're tuned into Diego C. Palace. Hopefully, who knows? But anyway, if you are, hello. But anyway, and but the Celtic women there, great result from there. They're starting not as brightly as in the first half. Gallacher needs to get a bit more on the ball. There's not enough. Basically, the Celtic manager, Elena Sadiku, she's put what she could best side as she started with it. Given the fact that they've had to play over 120 minutes on Sunday, no more than 3 days ago, I should say, and what a performance by the Celtic women thus far. It's still Celtic women 1, Chelsea women 2. So anything can happen. But for me, the feel of the match thus far, coming up to about 53 minutes, is the Chelsea women are just ready to step another gear up and they score another 1 or 2 more goals. In the first part, Cuthbert, the Chelsea women's captain, should have had 2 or 3 goals. Real talk. Big up to you, James Stone. Shalom. Absolutely. You're very knowledgeable. I'm learning. I wouldn't say I'm as good as Motzi, Remember the commentator back in the day? But you learn, you live and learn. And for example, I didn't know much about Celtic women's football players, and I've picked up two players today that is going to stay in my mind, and that's Gallacher and Agnew, and for Celtic women. And but they've just played at the weekend a penalty shootout, so over 120 minutes, and here they are starting up against Chelsea women, and uh, they're doing a very good job. They must be absolutely exhausted. I mean, like really. I mean, running, but this is all about, they don't worry about that. And as I say to people at the Celtic women 1, Chelsea women 2, it's coming up to about 53 minutes, 54 minutes. And don't ever underestimate Scottish women. I'm just saying it. I'm just saying it. Don't underestimate them. Never, never do that. If you do, bish bash bosh, you'll be woken up. It's like, oh, what's happened here? I'll tell you something. It's still the only goal behind, so anything can happen. But for me, you could see there's some tired legs there by Luton, the right back for Celtic. I'm wondering why Elena Sadiku is not putting in fresh legs on the pitch. There's got to be a reason. I mean, she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 substitutes on her bench. So she's got options there, but she's not opting to change anything. So there's got to be a reason for that. There's got to be a reason for that. I suppose Elena Sadiku is saying, we're in the match. We're in. Oh, Kaptein there. What a good ball by Kaptein there. And there goes. Good interception there by Clark, the centre back there, the centre half, I should say, by the Celtic women's team. Vital interception there by Clark there, Kaptein there, working their stuff there. It looks like there's a Chelsea player there, Catherine. She's warming up on the. She's going to be. She's going to look like to come on. Should. Sorry, James, I forgot to go back to you. Should be a real focus to your local various social media reference. Yeah, I've got to try and do more sort of advertising on Instagram, and maybe do some shorts, and maybe do some short clips of what I do with the Crystal Palace women, and also on something like this, and then just throw it out, and then just to give it some traction. But yeah, that's a brilliant idea. Thanks, James. Yeah, thank you, James. Then yeah, I will have to yeah, that's definitely on the cards. James says, apart from the games that I attend, I wish no football player was zero interest to the sport, which the Palace highlights on much of the day. If Palace win, well, there's not many Palace wins. I just wish Crystal Palace men would play against Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United women, Manchester United men's team, because we always get points of Manchester United men's team. We always get points, definitely, of the Tottenham Hotspur men's team. So I just wish we play them every weekend. Oh, thank you for that, Jamestown. That really means a lot. Thank you very much. Yeah, I hope to grow it a bit. It's as you could probably tell, half of the time I'm like, what do I do now? Why did I click on here? And I've lost the stream and all that kind of nonsense. I've got to learn to go on to the other one, the StreamYard, and then I can put up the comments around here. I don't know if you can see my mouse on the picture. I'm not sure how it works. But I've learned to make sure that the microphone is on. I can put comments in the description. So I'm learning from that. It's a live and learn tour. And with your contribution as well, James Stone, with Steph, there's been some other with Steve, RFC. There's been it all helps, and it's a learning curve. But what it is, Stone, when you start doing this content creation and you start doing this stuff, no one really gives you a manual sort of thing. But I've learned from other content creators out there. I'm not going to mention any names because there seems to be this rule that you don't mention somebody else's channel, or they don't mention you, or you don't put a comment into their channel. I mean, what's all that about? What's all that about? As a YouTube subscriber, if I go on YouTube and I like what somebody does, I am not scared of saying who I am. I says, good job there. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, but I've learned a great deal from other content creators. Things that I found difficulty was talking into a camera, videoing yourself on a camera. That was difficult in itself. Oh my God, I don't know how I got over that hurdle by watching other content creators and seeing how they did their stuff, both young men, women, and men doing it on YouTube, and then just giving it a go, giving it a little twist and to make it in my own way. And then you sort of, and if you fall down, you pick yourself up, you dust yourself down, you move on. So thanks for that, James Stone. Yeah, that means a lot. Thank you very much. And I think it's the lucky hat. It's the lucky hat that does it. It keeps me. I'm not getting any red flags at the moment. So learning from other content creators what they do, what they don't do, so then you don't make mistakes as you do stuff. That's all going here. But Celtic women here are holding their own, and they're looking a bit more confident on the ball there. I can't lie. And I have to say. Oh, Caitlin Hayes there. There's going to be some substitutions here. I've missed a substitution here. Yes, Caitlin Hayes has come on for Celtic women. Coming in for the defender, Bruno Lukrenko. So, but Elena Sadiku keeping with Gallacher there behind Agnew, and also there's been another substitution from I did mention the Japanese international Hamano, the first goal scorer for Chelsea women. She's been replaced by Katerina Macario on 58 minutes there. So Gallacher there. Oh, well done there, Gallacher there, but you can see this. She's doing her best there, Gallacher, but you can tell that she's tiring out, and you can tell because the quality of her distribution of balls to the wingers or to up top to Agnew, it's not as the same quality as how it was in the first 25 minutes. And as I say, the Celtic women, they played over 120 minutes. They had a penalty shootout match on Sunday, and it is these players. I think it's 8 of these players, they were started in that match. So they must be absolutely exhausted out there. But there's no complaint from the Celtic women. They're knuckling down and they're getting on with the job in hand. It is still Celtic women 1, Chelsea women 2, just gone over 61 minutes. So anything can happen. Oh, thank you very much, James Stone. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, mate. And a big up to you. Good evening. Oh, wait a minute. I just got to move myself because this is really uncomfortable now where I'm sitting. Just 1 second. I've got to adjust the seat because I'm literally. Oh. There we go. That's better. I am literally losing blood pressure where I'm sitting. On my derriere sort of behind. Big up to you. Good evening, Steve. Just joined up. Or they was doing some. There you go. Was doing some exercises football on tomorrow's the international games. Yes, there is a lot of international games. Big up to you, James Stone, for responding to that as well. Yes, there is a lot of international games tomorrow. Actually, in a minute, I'm just going to refresh this, but with that. Oh, Agnew there. Hello. Oh, that's a ricochet. The ball's ricocheted off the Chelsea, their defenders. Celtic women, they're doing all right now. There's some Celtic substitutes getting more Celtic substitutes on the touchline warming up. They're just showing a little clip of that. So we might get some more Celtic substitutes. I did say, why didn't Elena Sadiku, the Celtic women's manager, why didn't she change it up again? But because it's 2-1, they're still in the match. If it's not broken, don't fix it. But then there is some tired passing out there. Gallacher, who I think was the best player in the first half, certainly in the first 20, 30 minutes for Celtic women. She's you can see her passes are tiring out there. I'm not a professional football player, never been one, but I've got eyes. Look into my eye. I can see that when passes are tired passes, then mistakes can happen from then on. And hold on a minute. Who else do we have here? We have you know what? Chelsea look a bit. Celtic women team right now, they look a bit. Oh, I don't know about this, and they certainly haven't turned up. Gone into the clutch and gone up another gear at the moment. Celtic women are well in this match, and good delivery there from Amy Gallacher. Gallacher. I've been butchering her name. It's not Gallacher. It's Gallacher. Gallacher. Absolutely, my hands up and apologies for Amy Gallacher. I've been saying Gallagher. But she's been the best player, even though I got her name wrong. That's her name wrong. Amy, you know what? Maybe I should just stick to the first names. Amy Gallacher. Oh my days. There you go. You're talking about I know about women's football. I've been butchering their names. Oh no. Oh my days! I don't expect Amy Gallacher to watch this stream, but if you do, Amy, I do apologise. But I did say you were the best player in the first half, so give me something. If there's any Celtic fans out there, give me something there. But Amy Gallacher, she was a player of the match for the first half, in my opinion, for Celtic women. The way they started that first half, given the fact that Celtic women on Sunday. Oh, hello. Challenge there made by Smith there. Oh, Daugherty nearly. McGregor there, good counterplay there. Gallacher nearly getting there. Much better play there. Good play from the Celtic women play. That's brilliant play. That's a brilliant response. I reckon Elena Sadiku will be saying at this stage in the second half, they are asking questions of the resolve of the Chelsea women's midfielders there. Lucy Bronze is on the pitch right now, and for Chelsea women, and I think there's a you can tell there is what minutes are we on? We're around coming up to around 68 minutes, and the intensity of play is kind of going down a little bit. The quality is still there. I can't deny that from the Celtic women players. Oh, just wide. Why is the referee blowing the whistle? Oh, just wide there. The Daugherty, I think she had it covered there, but it did go wide there. And as I speak, there's the referee. That's why the referee blew the whistle. And And yeah, for me, Amy Gallacher, they're just confirming here, she was playing against the Glasgow City women team, and on Sunday, and they played 120 minutes. And she's just done. Amy has done a shift here, and just looking at the substitution here. Oh, what's going on here? Sorry, guys, I forgot. Big up, James. I said to Diego, my father became grandfather at 36. Was say my former next door neighbor became a grand. Oh, at 36. Wow, 36. Great grandma at 57. And congratulations on about the grandfather, James. Yeah, big up to you, Steve, for saying that. And congratulations to James down there. Great energy. I raised 2 on my own, a single dad. Oh, good. Oh, that was a good save there by the Celtic women's good dive there towards her left-hand side, I suppose, looking at it from this angle. And to kids, and there were still little urns. My uncle became a father, 49. This is a child grandfather. That's wonderful news there, James Stone and Steve RSC. Brilliant, guys. Celtic women here are suffering a little bit from the Chelsea women's attacking play. Oh, Bjorn! Oh, it's just gone over the crossbar, and she was like 6 or 7 yards. Oh, that should have been the Celtic. Excuse me. That should have been the Chelsea third goal. I mean, you cannot miss from 6 yards out and get it over the crossbar from that distance. I can't see who's this. Yeah, that was close. Chelsea will be disappointed. Chelsea women will be disappointed they're not further ahead with the opportunities as they've had, even throughout all the substitutions. Substitutions on 70 minutes, I can confirm that Ross has come off. Cavanagh has come on. Amy Gallacher, player of Celtic women's side, in my opinion, has come off. She's completely run herself into the ground. She played over 120 minutes on Sunday, playing against Glasgow City team. And so she's done a shift tonight as well. Noonan has come on for her, and Agnew has come off, the goal scorer, and Cross has come on for her. Oh, hello. Oh, Celtic has hit the post. Just seen this, that. Listen to this, Chelsea fans out there. Listen to this. There's been 512 passes for Chelsea women in this match, and now there is 151 passes for Celtic women. 152 passes for Chelsea women, 151. I mean, it shows you different type of caliber of training that they must do, experience that they have, squad in depth at Chelsea women. But it's still Celtic women 1, Chelsea women 2. Celtic women are not out of this match. They are there and thereabouts. For me, Chelsea just, how did they didn't score? How didn't Nathaniel Braun didn't score there? She was like literally 7 yards in front of goal, and she hits it over the crossbar. I mean, you got to make the keeper have a word there with that. And but I tell you something, Celtic women at Celtic Park here, they're fighting for the cause. I've told you before, and I'll tell you again. Anybody out there, look into my eye. Do not underestimate Scottish women when it comes to their sports. I tell you this much: it's still Celtic women 1, Chelsea women 2, and the Celtic women, they're not giving up. They're not giving up. And they've just had a good opportunity there, but it didn't work out. So anything can happen. It's still only there's still a goal in it right now. Oh, okay. Okay, big up to you, James. What did I miss? My daughter has a lovely partner. My son also has a very nice half. It makes me very happy. They are two great humans. Big up to you, as James Stone. Of course. Okay, folks, just popped in to say hello. Smart tomorrow morning. We'll get some. All right, thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Take care. See you later, alligators. Big up to you, James Storm. Shalom, shalom. Thank you very much for dropping in. Much appreciated, James Stone. Big up to you, Steve, and anybody else there in the chat. Now, it is still Celtic women 1, Chelsea women 2. Whereabouts? I should really be counting. I don't know how would you put a timer out on this? I don't even know how to do that. I don't know how you put a timer on the screen. But never mind, we'll find out one day, I suppose. I think I now understand what the Celtic women's manager was doing, Elena Sadiku. Although her players had played, the majority of their players had played over 120 minutes just a few days ago into a penalty shootout against a Glasgow City women's team. She said, right, I'm going to pick my best team against this Chelsea side, and I think we can get something out of this. We can cause problems, and that's what she stuck with up to the point where she said, okay, there's fatigue levels, and she doesn't want her players to get her injuries and stuff like that. There's levels that she'll know where and how much to push her players, and she's done a triple substitution on 70 minutes where Ross was substituted by Cavanagh, Amy Gallacher, best player there on the pitch for me, certainly in the first half, but it's just the fatigue levels has just run herself into the ground. She was replaced by Noonan, and Agnew, the goal scorer for Celtic women, she was replaced by Cross on 70 minutes as well. Triple substitution there by Elena Sadiku. Sonia Bombastor there will not have been happy how Celtic women started in the first half. The way, not the fact that they conceded the first goal, but it was the mannerism of how they lost it. For me, Jean-Francois and Erin Cuthbert, they just, maybe the occasion got to them a little bit, overconfident maybe. Erin Cuthbert should have had at least 2 or 3 goals in the first half. She was hooked at halftime. She would have been fuming, absolutely fuming with herself, no doubt. Maybe a little bit internally with her manager, Sonia Bombastor, but Sonia Bombastor knows her team better than anybody. She knows when she has to make the hard decisions, and she had to substitute Erin Cuthbert, the Chelsea women's captain there. Of course, she used to play for Glasgow City women team before she joined Chelsea. So a big match, big emotional, and players don't like to be substituted at any time during the match. Certainly at half time, I would have thought, especially with the occasion as it is for Erin Cuthbert. But it's not an individual sport; it's a team sport. And I suppose Sonia Bombastor was looking, right, I need to throw in Lucy Bronson there, Reitinen and Rittinen Cavanagh to bring in there, and that's what she did, a triple substitution at half time. Later on, in around 58 minutes, the goal scorer, the Japanese international Hamano, she was substituted, and Katerina Macarario came on for her. And but it's still 2-1 only for Chelsea women here at Celtic Park. At halftime, it was the same score line, and anything can happen. Anything can happen. It's only 1-0, one goal difference. I'm not even going to go into the stats. versus Celtic Women versus the Chelsea Women. The Chelsea Women are way beyond double figures, or three times over what the Celtic Women have done. But that's why I always say stats don't prove anything most of the time. It's what you see in the match, what you feel from the match. And right now, Celtic Women are only a goal behind the Chelsea Women. In tonight's fixture in the in the 6-yard area. Oh, that's 6 yards. What a save. What a save. Who's that? That's the save of the evening there by Daugherty. Instant reaction save by Daugherty. Remember that Daugherty received an injury in the early first half. I think it was reported it was her elbow in the end. The way she landed on her elbow, she's not coming off. She didn't come off the pitch. And it's an instant save by Daugherty. Looking at replay here, I don't think she knew much about it, but she saved it. She did one like a Casper Schmeichel sort of save there. Just got in there. It's like, you're not going to score past me. No way. And Daugherty has just kept the Celtic Women in this match. It is still Celtic Women 1, Chelsea Women 2. Chelsea Women looking to step up that extra gear, get over the last third into the Celtic Women's goal. But at the moment, it's still only one goal difference between both of these sides. The stats demonstrate that Chelsea have had like 3 times as many shots like on the Celtic goal, and vice versa the other way. The possession play by Chelsea Women is a lot more, certainly in the second half, in comparison to the first 25-30 minutes of this match, where the Celtic Women were on this ascendancy of possession, possessional play and creative play as well. And but Chelsea have stepped up different levels with the squad that they've got. And remember, the Chelsea Women have left 4 of their main first team starters. Hello, penalty area for Noonan there. Oh. The way what across that was brilliant switch of play by the Celtic women's team. Do you know what? As this match goes towards the end of the last few minutes of the 90 minutes, the great build-up play, great cross switch of play, I'll call it, when players from one side switch over to the other side, and it just causes a lot of problems for the opposition. And Celtic Women are on the ascendancy here. They're having their moments. This Celtic Women on the Chelsea back three. Right now, it looks like a back 4 or 5 at one point, with the Chelsea Women defending their numbers. Real talk. Noonan. So ball now on the right-hand side here. Jean-Francois. That goes out for a Celtic throw. Barclais there. I think that's Barclay's taking the throw in quickly. Obviously, they want to get a goal back. This shouldn't have been the case. In the first half, Erin Cuthbert should have had 2 or 3 goals, and she'll be sitting on the bench right now, absolutely fuming that they're having to be 2-1 up only, and basically Celtic Women. There could be another goal, but the next goal will be decided, obviously. I'll tell you, this tells you something. Had Celtic Women not played over 120 minutes on Sunday and had like another 3 or 4 days or even a week rest of all their players, I think this could have been a lot different, a lot closer than it is. On stats, Chelsea women are completely well ahead of the Celtic women. But I'm telling you, in this second half here, Celtic women here, at the moment, they're having the moments that they could equalise here. There could be an upset here tonight. And Chelsea women should well be 4 or 5-1 up right now, but they haven't taken their chances well. I've lost count. I think they've lost about 3 or 4 occasions. They've not been able to score, and they've been like within 5 or 6 yards of and hitting over the crossbar, for example, from those positions. Oh, Celtic women have got the ball back here. Why has the referee blown the whistle? For me, the body language of both sets of teams, the Celtic women are just saying, give me the ball, we're going to score. We wanted to score. We want to score. And the Chelsea women's team at the moment, Sonia Bombastor's team, are literally, I'm going to choose my words carefully because I am a Crystal Palace women team supporter. But I'm being truthful here. The Chelsea women's teams, I have a feel for it. They're like literally saying, we need to waste time here. We need to run the clock down. And we've got like about 5 to 6 minutes still of normal time to go. And may I add, the Celtic women, they played over 120 minutes on Sunday. The Chelsea women didn't. So that's telling you something. And so Chelsea women might rue that. That's a yellow card there for Beever-Jones there. Oh! Good hands from Daugherty. For me, the player of the first half was Amy Gallacher for Celtic women's team. In the second half, by a mile, is Daugherty, the Celtic women's goalkeeper. She has kept Celtic women's team, Elena Sadiku's Celtic team, in this tie thus far. And she got injured in the first half. What a remarkable performance by Daugherty there. Daugherty. That's a yellow card there. Oh, my back is killing me. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Oh, 1 minute. I've lost the... Oh, what's happened now? Have I lost the... I don't know if I've lost the stream there. No, it's fine. Okay. Well, the 3 points is 3 points, and a win would be a win for the Chelsea women's team. Big up to the Chelsea women away fans that have made it all the way up to Celtic Park. Because believe me, I've come across Celtic women's football fans, and they follow them everywhere. Big numbers, massive numbers, all over the world. And now, how many minutes of extra time are they going to say? That's Emma Lawton there going into the book. But she had to do that. She had to pull Raitanen back because of the if she would have let her go, they would have been in trouble. Oh, that's a very bad ball from Katerina Macario. Will they rue that? Chelsea women playing with danger here. Will the Celtic women get another opportunity, or perhaps 2 opportunity? I have no idea of how many minutes extra time will be mentioned. I've missed a bit. Excuse me. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace, doing the live stream here tonight on the UEFA Women's Champions League group stage between Celtic women versus Chelsea women, and also talking and also do a little bit of reaction to other news that happens today. On men's football, Claudio Ranieri, ex-Chelsea manager, he's come out of retirement and he's been officially been announced as the next Roma men's first team manager there. That's Fabrizio Romano, and I saw that announced by him, and so that should be what did he say? Here we go, kind of thing. So big up to Fabrizio Romano mentioning that. So Fabrizio Ranieri coming out of retirement, and he's back in play for Roma. And Celtic here with the throw in there. I still don't know how many minutes of additional extra time has been played. I have no idea. Oh, he's going to flash it now. Part of this shed here. I can't see what it is. And they're just a little bit behind. Oh, I'm hearing it now. I'm seeing it now. I thought I missed it. So they've gone for 4 minutes. 4 minutes of additional extra time. So there's still time for Celtic women to and that's minimal time, of course. Miss Lucy Braun's going to work that off. She's ouch. They've just on a replay there. Lucy Bronze there lands badly on the side of. I think her back is gone there. I wouldn't get up from that. I don't know how Lucy Bron is getting up from that fall. I mean, if I landed like that on a football pitch, come to think about it, if I landed like that in a swimming pool or in bed, I wouldn't get up for a both. And Lucy Bron is just, yeah, okay, just shake it off and carry on. That's Lucy Bronze all over. Unbelievable. Oh, thank you, Steph. Yeah, 4. I was having a bit of a nightmare there. Figuring out what's what. I think Chelsea women, they need to concentrate here for the last 10 to 40 minutes. The Celtic women, the Chelsea women, in my opinion, the team, they've been playing like let's run the clock down, which is very unusual, I have to say, because of the squad in depth to be able to score more and more and more goals. But the Celtic women here at Celtic Park are looking to get an equaliser. This would open up the group that they're in. I think they're in Group B. But I think Chelsea women have done enough. They'll see it out. They just need to concentrate. They need to be focused. Ball's now in the halfway line. Beever-Jones now getting on the ball. Oh. England are away to... I thought they were in Wembley. 1 second, because this is just coming. Oh, 1 minute. I'm coming to you, Stephen, a minute. Oh, that's a Chelsea corner. Oh, they're just going to run the clock down now. I thought that might have been a Celtic throw, goal kick, but it's not. Right. Do you know what? The England side, there's so many players that didn't turn up. I heard Harry Kane mentioning that there's so many players that got injured, but they're not injured. I mean, there's clearly some that have got injuries, but I just don't understand for the life of me how England can not, number one, select an English manager. Number one. Number two, I don't understand for at all how they have appointed someone from outside to come in, and he starts in January the 1st. What's all that about? What's all that about? What's he doing that's so important right now? He's not managing another club. Unless the only thing I can think of is something to do with clauses, transfer clauses. Maybe he had to wait. Maybe Tuchel had to wait until the 31st of December to start a new job. Otherwise, the FA would have had to pay more money. It's probably to do with money, something like that, I expect. But for me, that's just absolute. And I tell you this much: we've got Dean Henderson and Mark Gahey playing for Crystal Palace tomorrow. for England away to Greece. I thought it was at Wembley. So there you go. I was wrong about that. Thank you for that, Steve. And I just don't see it. I just don't. It'll be a training exercise. It's supposed to be a competitive match. And better coming into the end of this, what's this assistant referee doing? Oh, they've had to pull it back. Oh, that's a second yellow. It's a red card. What's happened here? Someone's just got Beever-Jones. Yeah, they've pulled it back for that. She's just got you second. I'm sure Beever-Jones is on the second yellow card now. I think that's a red card now. Yes. She's just received a yellow card, so I don't know how that affects suspension-wise. And there it goes. Red card, not a straight red card, second yellow card for Beever-Jones. But Chelsea women successfully winning 2-1 away at Celtic Park against Celtic Women. Brilliant start to the match by Celtic Women. The first 10 to 15 minutes, they, although had received more shots against them, it was the way they build up the play, the way the possession of the play, they were in the ascendancy. And on 22 minutes, Agnew scored an assist by Amy Gallacher. And Amy Gallacher, for me, was the performance of the first half and into the second half, in my opinion. In the second half, the best performance of any player on the pitch has to go to 100% to Daugherty, the Celtic women's goalkeeper that's kept it at 1-2 to Chelsea Women. Chelsea Women came into the ascendancy. A good response on 28 minutes by the Japanese international Hamano and Amy Lawrence then scoring the second goal. That was a textbook Chelsea play with Erin Cuthbert having a chance on goal. It hit the goalkeeper, it bounced back out, and Amy Lawrence there scoring the not Amy Lawrence scoring the second goal for Chelsea Women. But from then on, Chelsea just couldn't get over the line. In the first half, Cuthbert, the Chelsea women's captain, she was returning to play in Glasgow. She played for Glasgow City women's team before joining Chelsea. She had about 6 chances. I think it was 6 or 5 chances on goal. She should have scored at least 3. She will be disappointed. She was hooked at half time by Sonia Bombastor at half time, making the tough decisions there, replacing Erin Cuthbert by Rettin, and but it's ended Chelsea Women 2 away win at Celtic Park against Celtic Women, 1 goal scored for them. Brilliant UEFA Women's Champions League group stage. I knew it was going to be a brilliant match, and a little bit gutted for the Celtic Women. And as I said, Celtic Women played 120 minutes on Sunday. So there you go. Red card. Yeah, that's right, Esteve. Thank you very much for pointing that out. I nearly missed that. Yeah. And probably a suspect referee there. Card happy referee, and Lino there. They just didn't like the Chelsea fans up there at Celtic Park. So they thought, you know what? Itchy chin, let's give the Chelsea player a double yellow and a red card. I'm not going to go into suspect referees. We've got so many problems in the men's game with certain referees, suspect referees. Apparently a second video has now come out on that particular referee. I'm not going to mention the names because I don't know what's real, what's AI, and what's not. So I don't want to get this channel into trouble before it's even started. So, but apparently a second video has come out on that referee in the English Premier League, and I haven't actually seen it, but it is what it is. But that's good. That's an earthquake. But I think a very good performance here by the Celtic women at Celtic Park. A very good performance by the Chelsea women's side, getting the job done. But getting the job done. I mean, on stats, on chances on goals, on possession play, Chelsea women in some instances 3 times as much as the Celtic women. But the Celtic women, that's an illusion. The way, the composure, the Celtic women did some build-up play in the second half, the second half. For me, the Celtic women were looking to get that second goal, to get that equaliser, and about 75 minutes into the match, the Chelsea women were team on that pitch on the second half. They were looking to run on the clock around 75 minutes into the game, and I'm thinking that's something you don't normally see. But a very good performance there by well done Sonia Bombastor. Just quickly go to the other scores. It ended Roma women 0, Olympic Lyonnais 3. I'm just going to quickly go there for this goal scorers. The double goals there by Dumorone and Gills for Olympic Lyonnais. Joe Monturo took over there this year, and Roma women no goals there at the moment. So if I go back to the table, oh Lord, tables. Right, Roma won. Right, in Group A, no, oh, that's better. Right, that's it. Let me just go back into that. Right, in the UEFA Women's Champions League table, in Group A, Olympic Lyonnais are leading, played 3, 9 points. In second place is Roma Women, played 3, 6 points. Wolfsburg winning today, played 3 points. Galatasaray women on 0 points. Group B, which is the team that we just watched, Chelsea women are on top, played 3, 9 points. Real Madrid played 3, 6 points. 20 women 3 with 3 points. And unfortunately, Celtic women 3, played 3, but with 0 points. But a valiant effort, and unlucky there to be on -7 squad in depth. And Celtic women played 120 minutes on Sunday. I mean, whoever did that scheduling for Celtic in the league, in the cup competitions, and then to play in the Champions League less than 3 working days after, that's absolute madness, absolute scenes. Bayern Munich played 3 on 9 points. Arsenal women played 3, 6 points because they lost their first game. Juventus women played 3 on 3 points, and Valerenga played 3 on 0 points. Now the last team, Group D, Manchester City women played 3, also on 9 points. Barcelona women played 3, and they're on 6 points. Of course, they've lost 1. Kira Walsh, Lionesses, she scored yesterday. How is she not in the Ballon d'Or nominee or winning the Ballon d'Or? I have no idea. She should be a winner, but they don't give her anything. Hammarby played 3 points, and St. Paulton played 3, 0 points. So it's shaping up pretty well. Palace and 3. Hey, thank you for letting me know. Is that happened just now? Let me have a look. I've got to have a look at that. I've got to have some good news from Crystal Palace. So at the moment, Crystal Palace Crystal Palace team, we don't do news at the moment. Good news anyway. We do bad news, and we do it in buckets. So like every 24 hours, someone drops in. It's not on the. They haven't said anything on the. They haven't said anything on the official web page. I do believe you, cool, Steph, but I know where to get this information. Let me just go into Insta and let me just search for see. Oh, there it is. Yes. If they've won Palace under 18s and Arsenal 3, there you go. Arsenal fans in the mud. Tottenham Hotspur fans, they're even deeper in the mud. I wish my Crystal Palace men, first team, or what's left of it, because most of them are in A&E, I can't lie, get well soon. I'm not going to name all the injured players at Crystal Palace because the list is long and distinguished and notorious, if I may say so. So it's just too long. But basically, I wish the Crystal Palace men's team, the ones that we got left, fitting well. I wish we could play Tottenham Hotspur men's team. I wish we could play the Manchester United men's team, because every time we play against Tottenham Hotspur, we get 3 points. And every time we play against Manchester United men's team, we get points. Last season, we went away at Old Trafford with more injuries than them, and Roy Hodgson got 3 points. Later on in the season, Oliver Glasner, with even less squad in depth, we got another 3 points, 4-0 win at Selhurst Park against Manchester United men's team. So I just wish the schedule was Tottenham Hotspur men versus, and then the next one, Manchester United men's team versus Crystal Palace, because that will just give us points and we'll get up the league. Everyone scores against Manchester United fans. Everyone scores against Tottenham Hotspur fans. Real talk. And just tonight, big up to you, Steph. Palace under 18s, we won against the Arsenal 3-0. I say no more. A massive game against Aston Villa for the men. I can't lie. Right. What do I do now? Let me just pause that live stream because that's been my earring. Right. Quickly, I just want to say to absolutely everyone out there, Steve RFC and James Stone, a massive thank you for dropping in the chat, and anybody else that's been in the chat that I've missed and I can't see. Thank you very much. And last of all, I just want to do the what's going on tomorrow. I've got a busy day tomorrow, but I will definitely try and do the oh my god, UEFA Nations League. We've got Belgium versus Italy. Actually, that's going to be quite tasty. I can't lie. They're playing with Belgium, so they're playing in Belgium. And let me just have a look at the tables. I'm being nosy here quickly. Yeah, big game for Belgium. They're on 4 points. Italy are running away with that group. They've played 4 and they've got 10 points. So it's a vital win for Belgium. And do you know what? I don't even know who the Belgian manager is. I should know, but I don't. So apologies there. France versus Israel, a massive game there in the table. France, I think they're topping it, aren't they? Where are they? I can't find it. I can't find it. Where's France? There it is. Right. It's the same group as I'm such a dipstick. It's the same group as Belgium versus Italy. Italy are running away with it with 10 points. France have got 9 points. So maybe they might probably I know Michael Lise got picked for that, and of course Israel having a difficult time there with a -9 goal difference. But that should be a good match to see. I expect France look to secure that second place, but being wary in case Belgium turn a result against Italy. And I hope that in that fixture, France versus Israel, there are no other courses that are people get injured or people get hurt. I hope that it goes peacefully, that match, for obvious reasons. But yeah, that's a France versus Israel tomorrow. So good luck to both sides there. I expect both sides to play youngsters there. And then away, I thought it was England were playing at Wembley, but they're not. They're Greece versus England. It's all 7:45 kickoffs. So yeah, I might do a watch along for that. And And England, I'm pretty sure England have qualified, isn't it? They just, I can't see it. Oh, 1 minute. My back is killing me today. No, they're not. Greece's are above. Yeah, you're right. Somebody mentioned it was you, Steph, wasn't it? Yes, thank you, Steph, for mentioning it. Because I think it was Steve that asked. And England are in second place. Well, as I say, the manager situation is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But Greece are played for 12 points. England are on a mere morsel of 9 points, having played 4, of course, losing 1. And the Republic of Ireland, I expect, will be playing Finland. I don't know if they're playing away or at Finland. But I think that England might just need a draw tomorrow. I know the Republic of Ireland are playing at home at the Aviva Stadium. And they are Hemi Harrison, and their first team coach is Paddy from Crystal Palace. Good luck. Thank you, Paddy, for signing my... oh, no, wait a minute. This thing's frozen. Why are you doing that? I need to... Just bear with me. Lost everything. Have I still got the stream up? Hello? Oh, yeah, that's still up. I'm moving. I don't know if I've lost the stream. Hold a minute. No, that hasn't worked. Oh, what's he doing? I've lost it all. I just had it all up. Hold on. I can only get... Okay, I'm back. So, yeah, where was I? Tomorrow... Oh, you little... I have to do everything like 3 times and then it works. What's wrong with this? Anyway, so yeah, the last game tomorrow in the Group 2, Republic of Ireland versus Finland. What was I talking about? The first the Republic of Ireland manager is Hemi Hallgrimsson, but the first team coach there is Paddy McCarthy. He's actually signed that shirt. You can't see it there. It's just there. Because of the new design of the Crystal Palace shirt. But thank you very much, Paddy McCarthy, for signing my home shirt. And yeah, I was really pleased with that. He's doing a magnificent job at Crystal Palace. Oh God, although the results don't show it at the moment on the pitch, but believe me, he's a good coach, a brilliant manager, and I'd like to see him taking the realms. Well, the way things are going, he might have to be the interim manager. I can't lie. He's actually got a good record for us, actually. Yeah, so there's the Republic of Ireland versus Finland. So yeah, I will probably, if I can get around to the time, I'll try and do the watch along for Greece versus England, covering all the other matches: Belgium versus Italy, France versus Israel, Republic of Ireland versus Finland. Just looking at the other fixtures. Kazakhstan, that's going to be a good, tasty one there against Austria. How is Kazakhstan doing in the tables? Quickly, let's have a look. I can't see. Where are you? Oh, I'll give up. Oh, no, they're not doing too well. Austria and Norway at the top. Yeah, that's no surprising. Oh, no, Slovenia are also on 7 points. So that one's wide open. Group 3. Oh, I can't keep up with this international UEFA Nations League table. Anyway, it's just too much of a mouthful, the whole thing. And then There's some friendlies going on. Just quickly having a little breeze to see if there's anything else going on. Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers there. Nigeria playing tomorrow. Nigeria are playing away to Benin. It is a qualifier. It's not a friendly. Nigeria away to Benin. I expect Nigeria to win. Having said that, I have no idea what the team squad or even who the manager is for Benin. Yeah, so that's gonna. Yeah, I might do a little commentary on that just to learn some information on that one. And last of all, Paraguay are playing Argentina in the qualifier. Venezuela are playing Argentina. I'm actually going to look at the tables there at the moment in the CONMEBOL World Cup qualifying table. If anyone's interested out there, Argentina is play 10 and they're on 22 points. O sea, Argentina están en 10 puntos y tienen 22 puntos. Colombia have played 10 and they're on 19 points. Colombia han jugado 10 partidos y tienen 19 puntos. Uruguay han jugado 10 y tienen 16 puntos. Y Brasil han jugado 10 partidos y también están con 16 puntos. What I just said there, back to the English lingo, for those of you in the seats in the back, Argentina played 10, played 22 points, got 22 points. Colombia have played 10, they're on 19 points. Uruguay 10, they're on 16 points, as is Brazil. Brazil have played 10 and they're on 16 points, but they're coming off 2 back-to-back wins. What's going on here? From Will from the In-Betweeners. Listen, if his agent, if Will from the In-Betweeners, if his agent is out there, send a DM for me, man. Yeah, I mean, I'll contact you with my agent and we get something going there. Real talk. Oh my God. Hold on a minute. Gordon Bennett. Hold on a minute. So basically, yeah, where was that? So Brazil are in 4th place, but I can't remember who qualifies. So position 1 to 6. Oh, into the final tournament. Well, there you go. Back in the day, it was 6 or 4. So Colombia, they are at the top there with Argentina, and that's with Messi, with Argentina being injured like literally every time they perform. I can't lie. Right. Australia versus Saudi Arabia. That's going to be interesting. I'd like to see that. Look into that. Right. What else have I got to do? I've done that quickly. That just to confirm today, the Chelsea women it ended as follows: Celtic women 1, Chelsea women 2. Brilliant start by Celtic women. Celtic going ahead first, and in the second, going towards the end of the first half into the second half as well. Chelsea stepping up levels there, but Amy Gallacher for me is the player of the performance for the whole Celtic women's team. But I also got to add in there their goalkeeper Daugherty, who injured herself in the first half early doors, and she saw it out. And the Celtic women, they played 120 minutes plus and penalties on Sunday, and they've just put a shift against Chelsea women, and they've only lost by 1 goal. So that's telling you something. Well done, the Celtic women's manager, Elena Sadiku, and well done to the Chelsea women's manager, Sonia Bombastor. I guess she's pleased with the win with the 3 points. 9 points is 9 playing player 3 in that table. But I think she won't be pleased of how she conceded and how her team started. There's a went on went on there. Big up to you, Steph. Big up to you, Steph. Listen, mate. I remember when Chelsea had Diego Costa side for you lot. Back in the day, there was only one Diego in England, in English Premier League football, and that was Diego C. Palace. And then Diego Costa went to the jamminess, because this is what I'm talking about, with the jamminess of Chelsea football fans in the transfer windows, poaching a player there, poaching the one over there, cracking the shell there, and poaching all the players there, and at the same time closing the door on Ebrieze, closing the door on Michael Lise, closing another door on Mark Gahey back in the day, and being jamming us and getting players all over the place. And they got Diego Costa. But I tell you something, Diego Costa, before he went to Wolves, but when he played for your Chelsea, yeah, I think he's one of those players that can start a ruckus, even in a room with no doors and windows and no tables. It's just like, this is a room. He could start up a fight with something. Ooh, I remember. But anyway, but actually, quickly on Chelsea, on your Chelsea, I think they're a dark horse in the Premier League. If they can stay away from injuries. Cole Palmer looks ice cold, but if I'm not mistaken, Cole Palmer hasn't scored against Arsenal. He hasn't scored against Manchester City. I don't think he's scored against Manchester United. So if you can get him scoring against the big teams, I don't think Cole Palmer scored against Liverpool. Liverpool fans out there, you'll probably know. I think he hasn't. So if you get Cole Palmer to start scoring goals like Mohamed Salah or like Luis Diaz, one of those up there that plays up top for Liverpool, that will be there. Costa. Now, listen, mate. Diego C. Palace was in the Premier League before your Diego Costa, and that's it's been a long evening. It's gone over 2 hours, coming into 2 hours and a half. But no, congratulations to the Chelsea women. Sonia Bombastor making a statement today. But I'll tell you something. I've read about her. I've heard what she's done in the French league last season, winning it very well, convincingly. But what she's taking over from Emma Hayes there at Chelsea women, this team, she's making it into her own team. She's getting the results here. And I'll tell you something. The way Chelsea women started this fixture against Celtic women, I expect Sonia Bombastor will not be pleased how they conceded. Not that they conceded that first goal, it was the mannerism of how they conceded that goal. Sonia Bombastor's levels. She is now the manager at Chelsea Women's FC, and she's probably saying to herself, in that coach, as they're leaving Celtic Park, saying, you sit over here at the front of the coach, I need to have a word with you, like now. Like literally, you ain't getting off this coach until you realise how you did wrongly. She'll be like that. She will not let that by. She will not let that by. And that's the scary thing, because of the squad in depth that Chelsea women's teams have. They don't just have double position, the players for each position. They have multiple players, and the way they bring in, the way they scout their players, and the way they're bringing their players in for the squad in depth, the players are able to play in different positions. Lucy Bronze landed heavily on her back, so don't be surprised if Lucy Bronze may miss the next fixture for Chelsea women. She landed horribly on her back. How she got up from that, getting up. If I land like that on a football pitch, I ain't getting up for one month or 2 months. That real talk. And Lucy Bronze just got up and just shook it off. But I was like, nah, you don't get up from there. But she did. Chelsea es el mejor. Sabes, vamos Blues. Listen. Listen. My hat's really taken. I take my hat off for your for the el español que se está diciendo ahí. Muy bien, señor o señorita. Listen, I'm just saying, Steph. Muy bien, pero le digo una cosa. In the Premier League, Diego C. Palace was the first Diego that was, and now I don't know what happened there, but Diego Costa got shipped in, and probably for a jammy transfer window transfer You know what I mean? Like how they got in Ashley Cole off the Arsenal, something like that happened there. Real talk. And yeah, so muy bien con el español, pero no. Diego C. Palace was in the Premier League before Diego Costa was ever running around anywhere, causing scenes and trouble everywhere. It's just the jamminess of Chelsea fans. Absolutely. But I'm not taking it away from you because Chelsea women won today. So I'm going to give you credit where it's due. Right. I'm trying to think what else I've got to mention. What else did you say? Somebody, I've got to Google it now. I'm going to have to Google it. Breaking news: Sam Kerr to Crystal Palace. Who you deal? No way. That's got to be that's got to be in. Have we got her? You. I know you're trolling me, but I've got to check it because otherwise, I wouldn't be true. You know what I mean? I've got to check it. You ain't getting no. We can't afford her. I don't think we could afford. I don't. Grace Williams is the head of women's football at Crystal Palace. I don't think she can get that kind of money from to bring in a player like Sam Kerr. I have to check because if you're right, I'll never live it down. No, she won't. It's not even the transfer window. You got me. You've trolled me now. So much that I can't even spell Crystal Palace correctly. No, she hasn't. Huh? No, she's returning to her. Anyway, she's injured. Yeah. What are you talking about? You got me. You trolled her. Yeah. Oh, she was seeing it. Oh, right. I see. She apparently she was. Yeah. Nah, what a player, Sam. I can't lie, Sam Kermel. I don't think we could afford her wages. You completely trolled me there. And there was another one. There's another one there. For those Manchester United fans, how annoying can Manchester United fans? Like, I mean, Manchester United fans, they're taking on Diego Forlan. He never got the service up there. Nah, Sam Kerr, we couldn't afford it at the moment. Actually, I'll tell you a little thing. Daily Mail, they've with the pinch of salt, they released an article last week, and the majority holder, Texter, it looks like he will be letting go of his shares. Whether he'll get the value for his shares for Crystal Palace, I don't know. The reason for that is because the team that he owns on the other side in France, Lyon, they need a cash injection ASP before the end of the year. So within this week or next week, something could move there. And if we get a big person coming in, taking over the point is, Texter, if he sells the 45 or 46% of his shares, valued at possibly between 100 and I think it's 190 million pounds sterling, something like that. Who's going to want to pay that kind of? There will be investors out there for those shares for Crystal Palace, but who will be willing to put that money out and not be in control of what's happening at Crystal Palace, i.e. somebody else will be calling the shot, because at the moment, as the structure is thus placed, Mr. Chief Parish, he controls what goes and what doesn't happens at Crystal Palace, although he is a minority shareholder himself. But yeah, so that's happening there. So I'm just saying, just watch this space, because if somebody comes in and buys them all out and takes over the whole club altogether, then there will be some things that will happen. And if it does happen, I don't think it will, but if it does happen, it needs to happen before the January transfer window, so we can get in front of the jamminess of Chelsea fans, getting the likes of Diego Costa back in the day. But Diego Forlan, yeah, he played for Manchester United. I don't think he played anywhere else in the Premier League, because I know Diego Costa, he played for Chelsea, and then he went away somewhere, and then he came back, and I think he played for Wolverhampton Wanderers, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. She's injured throughout. Listen, Sam Kerr, even injured, I still sign her up at my Crystal Palace. Even on one leg, she'd still be brilliant. But I hope she recovers well from her injury. That's another player that's injured in the women's game. Imagine her came up from with Ramirez. Woo! And Reece Jones back in a fully fit. Oh my days. I don't even want to listen. This is what I mean. The squad in depth. And if they come towards the end of the season and they've got that at the later stages of this competition of the Champions League, Sonia Bombastor could get Chelsea women over that winning line. That's this competition. If I'm not mistaken, I do believe Chelsea women have not won the Champions League. It's the competition that's eluded the only competition that eluded Emma Hayes. Of course, the United States of America women's national coach. She's doing absolutely things. She's doing absolute bits out there. Well done to her. And but yeah, so it could well be. If you get everyone back, Chelsea women fans out there, if you get all your players back, and I mean everyone back, you could be lifting the Champions League, but I think you're going to have to get past Barcelona. I know they've lost one game, but you got to get past Barcelona. But anyway, now never mind. Imagine Kerr up front with Ramirez. Imagine Sam Kerr up alongside Elise Hughes, the Welsh international Crystal Palace striker. Come on, Sam Kerr. If you're out there, if you're listening, if you're watching that Diego C. Palace, have a little call with your agent. Come on, Chelsea. We got better food down here in Selhurst Park. We've got better wine down there. You know what I mean? South London is just all pure love and all that. Down the Fulham Road and the King's Road, you can't find no parking over there, mate. You can't find no parking. It's written in the stars. We'll win it this year with Kerr. Well, if you get a fully fit, fully back, and all your other players, who's to say no? Don't underestimate Sonia Bombastor. She's not there to make up the numbers in competitions. She was brought in at Chelsea for a reason as an outsider looking in. And I think also her mentality and how she approaches, how she sets up her teams, in this instance for Chelsea women's team, she ain't going into any competition just to make up the numbers. She wants to put her name on those trophies in the trophy cabinet. Real talk. But Sam Kerr, come to Crystal Palace. You know it makes sense. Tell your agent to call Grace Williams or Laura Kaminsky at Crystal Palace. You know what I mean? We can do a little cut deal there. You know what I mean? Next time I go to Selhurst Park in the director's lounge, I'll have a look at the back of the settee to see if there's any few pound coins there and make a little collection there to bring Sam Kerr to Crystal Palace women. You know it makes sense. I mean, just look at that. Look at what's happened. What's happened to the guy? Look, it's fallen down. Right, that's it. That's done. That's over 2 hours and a half. Thank you very much, Steve. Thank you very much. Quickly, last of all, Steve RFC. Thank you very much to James Stone. Shalom there. If you're watching on playback, thank you very much for dropping in there. This is Diego C. Palace. Everyone out there, please stay safe. And tomorrow, hopefully, I'll do a watch along for England away at Greece. And thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. Stay safe out there and take care. And well done, the Chelsea women and the Celtic women's teams today. Brilliant UEFA Women's Champions League tie. And learned quite a few things there, I can't lie, from both teams. Thank you for watching. Take care out there and stay safe out there. And don't forget to like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.